If you've ever had to negotiate the price of something, chances are you've used a range offer. For example, if you were selling a car, you might say,
I'd like to get somewhere between $5,000 to $6,000 for my gently used Honda Accord.
You see, range offers are very common, but experts have generally assumed they're a terrible idea.
Their theory is that the counterparty would ignore the less attractive number and selectively focus on the number they want to hear.
In other words, you might be better off just asking for the higher end of the range.
But since there wasn't a lot of evidence in support of this theory, we thought we'd go about proving that range offers don't work.
There was just one problem.
We were wrong.
Range offers actually can work, but it depends on how you use them and what you're trying to achieve.
Let's examine this further. Imagine that Daniel is a caterer being asked to prepare a fancy dinner for a fundraising gala. He's hoping to get $75 per person, but he's probably gonna have to make some concessions, so he'll probably ask for something like 100. But instead of proposing a point offer, what if he asked for a range? What if he asked for 100 to 120?
Conventional wisdom suggests that the range offer wouldn't matter. The customer would just ignore the $120 number. But our research suggests that the range would actually lead to a better negotiation outcome. So why do range offers work? Our research revealed 2 reasons.
First, range offers affect what your counterpart thinks about your bottom line. If as a seller you ask for $100, your counterpart thinks that they can get away with giving you far less than if you asked for 100 to 120.
The second reason, believe it or not, is politeness. Most people don't want to be rude, even in a negotiation. When someone proposes a range offer, they often seem more flexible and less stubborn. When someone hears a range offer, they often feel like it would be rude to not offer some accommodation in return, so they make a more appealing counteroffer. But there are a few limits you should observe. A range of about 5 to 25% captures most of the benefits of range offers and is seen as normal. A range wider than 25% doesn't seem to bring any additional benefits and risks being seen as, well, weird.
Also, if your offer is way above what's reasonable for the good or service, it doesn't matter if it's a range or not. It will still be seen as too high.
Finally, we found that a lot of people aim too low in constructing range offers. If the single number I had in mind was $100, I might back down from that number and instead ask for $80 to $100.
But that's just starting with a concession. It's like shooting yourself in the foot.
With that, we have 2 final pieces of advice.
First, do your homework. To make a good offer, you need to know what's weak, what's ambitious, and what's completely unreasonable.
Second, when making a range offer, consider linking it to another issue as a way of expanding the conversation. For example, if a job candidate is asked what salary she wants, she might say,
I could do somewhere between $60,000 to $70,000 depending on the overall package, including the bonus and vacation.
That way you've shown an interest in understanding your counterpart's needs and a willingness to work with them.
That's when negotiations work best, when both parties walk away with the deal that they're happy with.
And a counterpart they'd be willing to negotiate with again.